People against Kevin Denard Lee. Come on up to the podium, sir. 25B87591, 275B87590. Your name?
Kevin Lee.
Okay. You guys, you haven't paid anything yet.
Oh, we just got the money. My mom took the money out of her rent money.
I don't want her to take the money out of her rent money. Where is she?
She's on the way.
Go get her. Ma'am, can you come up here, please? How are you? Your name?
Clarice, wait.
I don't want you to take money out of your rent money. What? Where do you guys live?
Town 23471 Crawford Avenue.
Is that a residence?
That's
Or a-
Town.
Oh, Hamptons, yes. Okay, I'm sorry. So I told you to come up with $200 back on that date. Back on October 15th, I should say. Do you have the money to pay your rent?
I'm taking it from my rent. So I got out of eviction and paid that. It's a new month. And I got.
I don't want you to do that. Here's what I want you to do. Let's make this easy, okay? I don't want you to have to, I don't want you to get kicked out of your apartment or your house because of this. Give me 1 second here. Let me take a look at something, please. Ma'am, where do you work at? I'm sorry?
That with the medical team and everything.
Oh, I see. How much do you make there?
My checks are like 1,500 every 2 weeks. I gotta take a pay cut for my rent. My rent's 1,400. And my current is 6. So
Let's do this.
that's it. Too much anyway.
Could you pay $50 bi-weekly?
Get paid every 2 weeks.
When do you get paid next?
14, but that's gone.
I understand. Let's make it, the 14th is this Friday, right? So why don't we make it, you pay $50 bi-weekly beginning. How about December 1st? Is that okay? Now, if you don't have the money, ma'am, I don't have a problem. What are you doing now, young man? Are you going to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where?
1-8 high school.
How are you doing in school?
I'm doing very good.
How's his grades, ma'am? Are they better to B plus average?
I see. Yes. Yes.
You got one bad grade, he working like that's a D. Rest of them is B's and C.
All right, you got to get your grades up a little bit. You played in sports?
I'm trying to get into sports now.
He's trying to wrestle coming up on.
You look like an athlete to me for some
He
reason.
missed football. He used to play football in Lincoln Park. And he missed it this year, but he's on wrestle.
They got good teams over there. You pay $50 bi-weekly, beginning December 1. And then after fines costs paid on the 9-0 file, you pay on the 9-1. Okay? And if you need more time, you come talk to me or call up on Zoom at 8:30 in the morning on or before the due date. I don't want you missing school. You're going back to school now, right?
Medication.
Okay, all right. I'm easy to deal with if you just come talk to me, okay? All right, good luck. Thank you. Best of luck. Grand Avery, Galaska,
Yes, sir.
25 W838970. Your name, sir?
Right, neighbor, Galaska, Your Honor.
You are charged with stalking, and you have the right to an attorney. Would you like an attorney?
I would like to speak with one, yes.
Okay. I'm not even going to arraign you. I'm going to send you to the lawyer. The lawyer and you will come back in here as soon as he's had a chance to talk to you. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right, you can go out in the hallway and we'll go from there. Grant Avery, Galaska, 25 W838970.
Michael Apartment, B7324, but have to turn Your Honor.
Your name? Come up to the podium.
Grand neighbor, Galaska.
So, counsel, for purposes of arraignment,
Stand mute, we had the phone reading, Your Honor.
and now as I understand it, you pre-tried this case with the prosecutor. There's going to be a plea to attempt stalking, and this is under local ordinance, and they're going to dismiss the original charge of stalking. True?
Yes, sir.
If we do that, the possible penalties, if you do that, sir, the possible penalties are up to 250 fines, 45 days jail costs, or all of those penalties. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Did you sign, read, and understand an advice of rights form here today?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty, you'll be giving up all those rights, and there will not be a hearing or a trial. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand all your rights?
I do, Your Honor.
You have any questions before I proceed
No, Your Honor.
to the charge of attempted stalking? How do you wish to plead?
Guilty, Your Honor.
Were you in the city of Woodhaven, county of Wayne, on October, let me look at the report first, on October 12th of 45, did you contact, on or about October 12th, did you contact the Brianna Sanchez?
Yes, Your Honor.
How many times did you contact her?
Multiple times, Your Honor.
How many's multiple? That could be 3, it could be
Over
800.
this time, Your Honor.
And what did you contact her, by phone or in person?
Via phone.
And was she a person that you had an interest?
I had a relationship for 9 years with this person.
Okay, and what did you do when you contacted her on those 9 occasions?
I told her basically like I would like to have a conversation because we were going to, and she wanted to end the relationship over text. And
Over by text?
yes, Your Honor.
Okay, and then,
And I'm the type of person where I like to do encounters face to
all
face.
right, so you told her you wanted to talk to her.
Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you tell her? Did you swear at her or use any threatening language? Or, let me finish. At some point, Officer Prokes told you to stop contacting her, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And after that time, you still contacted her, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
And on the first few occasions before he told you not to contact her, what was the substance of your conversations or voicemails with her?
Basically saying that I would like to meet up and have a face-to-face conversation. And
Did you use vulgar language?
they have used.
Do you remember? This wasn't that long ago, right?
No, Your Honor.
Well, tell me, come on, not may have. You know what you did or didn't do.
I do believe I did use profanity.
Well, do you remember using profanity?
Yes.
You don't have any learning disabilities, right? All right, come on, just tell me. I'm not a dentist. I'm a judge. Tell me what happened.
Yeah, so over there in the voicemails, I do remember calling her a bitch and being unreasonable, and that this was out of line.
What else did you say besides using the B word?
I know I dropped that bomb a few times, but those.
In the first conversations before Prokes told you not to contact her, true?
Yes.
And then after Prokes told you not to contact her, Officer Prokes, what did you do?
I did send an email.
What did the email say?
It was basically saying, I wish we could have sat down somewhere.
Did you use some vulgarities there?
No.
You just said, I wish we could have sat down?
I wish we could have sat down, had a normal conversation, and didn't have to get to this extent, Your Honor.
All right, but in the first several conversations, true or false? I don't want to put words in your
Yes.
mouth.
Before I.
Listen, you used vulgar language with her, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You threw out some F-bombs and called her a bitch, true?
Yes, Your Honor.
On how many of those phone calls did you use that language?
Probably 3 of those conversations.
Were they voicemails that you left?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you on probation or parole right now?
No, Your Honor.
Have you had any contact with her since?
No, Your Honor.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Ever been in trouble before?
One time,
For what?
it was petty theft when I was 17 or 18 years old, Your Honor.
Just give me 1 second. And she lives on Van Horn, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Where do you live?
I live on Cranbrook Street in Riverview, Michigan.
Do I have to order you to put a tether on?
No, Your Honor.
If I order you to put a tether on, you know what's going to happen?
What is that, Your
They're
Honor?
going to send you downtown and you're going to be stuck there because they're not going to give, even if I give you a personal bond, you're going to be stuck there for 6 days or 5 days until they can fit you with a tether. Do I need to do that?
No, Your Honor.
You're not going to talk to her again, right?
No, Your Honor. I've learned my lesson that if something doesn't serve you, you cut it at that.
How old are you?
I'm 29 years old, Your Honor.
And you work?
Yes, Your Honor.
And I'm sorry, where?
Kate, I'm playing in one. I am a machine operator.
Good. All right, here's what I'm doing. I'm going to order a pre-sentence report. I'm accepting the plea to attempted stalking. I'm dismissing the stalking. I'm going to refer you for a pre-sentence report. I'm going to set some bond conditions. And here are your bond conditions. I'm giving you a $2,500 personal bond. Here are your bond conditions. You cannot leave the state without the consent of the court. You cannot violate a law. You must appear in court as directed. You're not to have any contact at all with Brianna Sanchez or prosecution witnesses, except through your lawyer. You cannot write, phone, see, text, email, or communicate with them or have anybody else do any of those things for you or on your behalf. No contact with Ms. Sanchez, no contact with prosecution witnesses. You're not to enter or go near 18638 Van Horn, apartment 12 in Woodhaven. You're to return to the Woodhaven Police Department, be fingerprinted and photographed by 1 p.m. today. You're going to go down the hall. We're going to give you a notice. Then you're going to go over across the hall to probation, where you will be interviewed. Then they'll prepare a report and recommendation. You'll come back on your sentence date. When you go down the hall, we are going to give you an order for prints and photographs. It's the condition of your bond. We'll give you that. We'll give you the bond sheet. We'll give you your notice. You go over to Woodhaven, you get printed and photographed. And your sentence date will be on,
We can do 11/24. Is that too soon?
no.
Okay.
November 24 at 8:30. Is Mr.
Sure.
Carmen here that day?
He is.
Or
I
not.
think he's an arraignment attorney that day.
Perfect. November 24th at 8:30 in the morning. I'll be ready to go at 8:30.
I'm not here that day, Ron.
You're not? You're not the arraignment attorney.
Oh, I thought you said Mr. Crawford. I'm sorry. No, Mr. Carmen is not here.
Well, what do you want me to do? I could set it when Mr. Carmen is here or the week later if you want. There's no real rush. He knows better than to go nearer.
Mr. Carmen is here next, it looks like, with Judge Hessen on 12/3 or.
What else do you have, Tony?
I'm
Yeah, but-
overflow. December 10th.
You want to do it on the overflow date? We'll just do it December 10th, Amy, at 8:30, okay?
All
Do you
right.
understand? Do you understand everything, sir?
Yes.
Do you have any questions?
No, Your Honor.
I do wish you well. Good luck. Thank you. People against Ollie. Datwan, Derek, Augusta, Ollie. Got to take your hat off, sir. 22B1408578. Sir, your name, please?
Datwan, Ali.
And his lawyer is who? John,
Miss Patillo, I'm admitting her right now.
okay.
What is it? Better see how it moves from.
Good morning, Ms. Patillo.
Good morning, Judge.
I just need you to start your video, please.
All right, is that Mr. Augusta?
Yes. Your appearance?
Beyond Patillo, P 82378 on behalf of Mr. Augusta. Mr. Augusta, state your full name for the court if you haven't already.
Datwan, Augusta, Ali.
I believe this is part of the March 223 show cause. Failure to attend the scheduled probation visit on March 2nd of 23. Failure to register for, attend, and complete alcohol education program level 2, and failure to pay fines and costs. Balance $12.50, although I will acknowledge there was a garnishment. I'll check on that momentarily. Count 4, that he failed to enroll in monthly chemical testing as ordered on February 6th of 23, and count 5, that he failed to provide proof of completing 8 hours of community service by February 10 of 23. How is he going to proceed on these, counsel?
So, Your Honor, the failure to report he would plead guilty on, he indicated to me that he has a certificate at home for the alcohol education. And as Your Honor already stated, he had a tax intercept for $1,200, so there should only be $50.
Okay, so let's start with the alcohol education program. The charge is failure to register for, attend, and complete. I need proof he doesn't get to keep it in his drawer somewhere. So does he want a hearing on that? If he does, that's fine.
Yes, because
Okay,
some of
let's
these,
bring in Emily Tessino, John. All right, so he's going to plead to count 1. What about count 4 and 5?
I completed.
Hang on, sir. Hang on.
Yes,
Listen,
sir.
let your lawyer talk right now.
Yes, sir.
You like to ignore courts. We're going to put a star on your forehead.
so Your Honor,
Yes.
is count for the 8 hours of community service?
No, wait a minute. Hang on. This is the March 2 of 23. He's got 5 charges. Count 4 is failure to enroll in monthly chemical testing as ordered on February 6 of 23. Count 5 is failure to provide proof of completing 8 hours of community service by February 10 of 23. What's he going to do on those?
Your Honor, he would have to plead guilty with an explanation.
Is that what you want to do, sir?
I completed the 8 hours of community.
Hang on.
Yes, sir.
Your lawyer just told me you're going to plead guilty as to counts 1, 4, and 5. We're going to take up the issue of the fines and costs on count 3, and that you're telling her that you completed the alcohol education program. So we're going to have a hearing on that. If you
Yes,
want to have just listen. You want to have a hearing on counts 4 and 5, failure to enroll in monthly chemical testing as ordered on February 6th of 23? If you do, no problem.
Mr. Augusta, understand you have to provide proof to the court of everything that you completed. Do you have that proof?
I will have to once
Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to make this easy. We're going to enter a not guilty plea on all of those. And as soon as Ms. Tessino comes in, I'll take testimony and you'll have the right to testify or remain silent if you so choose. And we will go from there. Okay, so I'm entering a not guilty plea. Did you call her, John?
Call me around. They're just trying to find a file.
Because the file's old. Because the defendant doesn't like to show up. He's got other warrants out too. So we'll wait. Detective, just bear with us. I'm going to go on to another case. It should not be long. So we are dealing just because he doesn't like to show up. He doesn't.
File, I'll be honest, I didn't know what you needed it for.
Well, he's in custody from a 5-count arraignment on a probation violation, 5-count charge, I should say. That's dated March the 2nd. He was supposed to be here March 16 of 23, and he didn't show up. So I'm going to ask you to go get that file. No, Ali is the last name. Augusta Ali is the last, so I've entered a not guilty plea form. He's pleading not guilty. Raise your right hand, Mr. Sino. So we're going to proceed on all of these. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury that the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole truth, so help you God.
Yes, sir.
Okay, go ahead.
Yes, I have had no contact with Mr. Ali since March of 2023. I just kind of flipping through the file. I do have proof that he completed the victim impact panel. But beyond that, it doesn't look like he completed anything else. He never enrolled for the class with PERS.
Morning, Ms. Patillo.
And he never reported, for testing, to even enroll, so he never tested positive for babies.
All right. And he did not provide proof. Let me just go through. And you don't have proof that he completed the alcohol treatment program, correct? The alcohol education program?
Education. I just want to flip back because I do have proof of 8 hours, but it looks like you. Trying to see if you gave additional hours. So I have proof of 8 hours that you ordered at sentencing, but I do not have proof of the 8 hours that you ordered as a result of a violation on October 11th of 22.
All right. And he didn't show up for chemical testing on February 6th of 23. And he didn't provide proof of completing the 8 hours of community service by February 10 of 23. And he didn't pay his fines and costs as he was ordered to. And he didn't provide proof of attending and completing an alcohol education program level 2, correct? He didn't appear for probation on March 2 of 23 with his appointment with you, correct?
Correct.
Any questions of her, Ms. Patillo?
Yes, Mr. Augusta Ali, do you have a certificate at home showing that you completed the alcohol education?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and in terms of the chemical testing, did you register?
No, ma'am, but I told you I got my rehab certificate and everything from completing rehab.
But did you register for the chemical testing?
No, ma'am.
Okay, and in terms of your fines and costs, was there a tax intercept for $1,200?
It was between $100 and $200, $1,200, or it was $975 to $1,200. I got the paper at home with the receipt from Woodhaven Court.
So you still have a balance that you need to pay?
I believe so, probably like $100 or $200.
Okay, and then did you report to probation for a probation visit on March 2nd, 2023?
I had so many deaths in the family, I couldn't really tell you. I told you I'd take care of my grandparents and everything, so I really don't remember.
So if you did fail to appear, was it because you had some family issues?
Yeah.
Okay, Your Honor, I don't have any further questions.
Your tax garnishment was issued sometime around May of this year, correct?
Yes, sir.
Did you ever call when your grandparents had this issue on March 2nd and schedule your appointment?
I could take full accountability. It's all on me. It's my.
Wait a minute. Did I swear him in?
Oh, I thought you were talking. I'm sorry.
Did I swear him in?
I don't think so, Your Honor.
I don't either. Raise your right hand. You solemnly swear affirm under penalties of perjury. Put your hand up, sir. If he's going to testify, you want him to testify, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
You solemnly swear affirm the testimony you'll give in these proceedings will be the whole true self you got. Yes or no, sir?
Yes.
So you can put your hand down. So you're telling me you went to the alcohol education program?
No, I didn't. I didn't say that. I completed the assessment.
And you're telling me that your grandparents were ill on March the 2nd of 23, which is why you didn't report.
Been ill for years, yes, sir.
And you're hang on, just let me finish. And you didn't pay your fines and costs as you were ordered to, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm correct?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't provide proof of completing your 8 hours community service by February 10 of 23, correct?
Yes, sir.
And you didn't enroll in monthly chemical testing as ordered on February 6th of 23, correct?
Yes, sir.
I'm right?
Yes, sir.
Anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Any argument, any other questions of him, Ms. Patillo? I'm sorry, Ms. Tassino.
Sawyer.
Do you have any other questions of him, Ms. Patillo?
No, Your Honor.
Hello?
Wait 1 second, man. All right. Any argument at all, Ms. Patillo?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Augusta Ali did indicate to me that he's had some deaths in the family. His grandparents are ill and he does care for them. He is employed at Bruce. He's been employed there for about a month, but prior to that, he was employed at Tech for 3 years. He doesn't have any children. I understand that there are other outstanding warrants, Your Honor. So in terms of the probation, I don't know if the court is going to close the probation out with time served. I would just ask, whatever the court does do, take into consideration that he is employed.
When did he serve?
He did serve 10 days.
Oh.
He served.
Anything else you want to say, sir? You count the number of days, please.
I was just trying to see if I could do like house arrest or like an alcohol tether or whatever, because I completed probation and everything. I just need to be there for my grandparents and just make sure that they're all right. That's all.
Mr.
It looks like he gave him 1 day jail credit, I'm assuming with the night he served when he got arrested, and then he has a 4 day, well, technically, he has 2 days jail credit for court work, 1 credit for a community service day, and then you gave him 10 days.
On top of those?
Yep, on top of those, you
So he
gave.
served 14 days. When was he picked up? Detective?
Your Honor, he was brought in, it's dated the 12th today.
Where were you picked up, sir?
Livonia traffic stop. My buddy was driving. We were just getting off of work, and I was just being honest and gave the officer my first and last name, and that's why I'm here now.
You went out and got another zero tolerance drunk driving, so to speak, as a minor right after this, after you failed to show up. That's bad.
Yeah, that's bad.
Let me just finish.
Yes, sir.
You don't get to do this. You don't get to do this. You got warrants out for your arrest. Let's see. 1 out of Southgate, 1 out of Westland, 1 out of Mount Pleasant, 1 out of Taylor, another out of Taylor, and another out of Taylor. I don't know what you're thinking, sir. How old are you now?
I just turned 22.
You better reevaluate, because you probably got, if you take care of yourself at all, another 55, 65 years. If you're going to go through your life acting like a criminal, it's going to cost you. I don't know why anyone would think at any time that they don't have to show up for a court date. That's just me. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe we've gotten to the point where people think it's a voluntary appearance. You made no effort here, and then you went out and committed another crime. Probation's revoked. You're to pay costs of $175 and serve 93 days, credit 15 for 78. If you pay $175, I will suspend 48 of the 78, and you'll only have to serve 30. You have 21 days to appeal, 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer for purposes of appeal. You pay $175, you'll be out in 30. Otherwise, sir, you're going to be in there for 78. You have 21 days to appeal and 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. I wish you well. Good luck. Thank you. You have that one from Mr. Jadala.
Thank you, Judge.
Good luck, sir. Thank you, Ms. Patillo. Dustin Lee Haught. 25W837511A. You have Mr. Crawford is your lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Have a seat right at the table here. People against Ebonique, Allen, Hunter Smith, Duke 2W829943, A and B.
Good morning, Your Honor. Michael Crawford, representing the defendant who's approaching.
Ma'am, your name?
Smith.
She pled to attempt Arano on file A, and she pled to operating while impaired on file B. Counsel, the more I look at this, she needs sobriety court.
The court will have plenty of time to consider this, and also my client to consider this. She'd asked me for an adjournment. She'd like to get retained counsel, but she'd like to consider her options to challenge her earlier.
How long is this case gonna take?
She's just asking for another 2 or 3 weeks. That's
2 or
all.
3 weeks? Why didn't she do it since she was here?
Well, Your Honor, she would have. However, she's having a scheduling conflict between her work conflict and the attorneys that she was reaching out to. She couldn't connect.
Come on. This case been going on since 2022, man. Did you hear what I said? Did you hear what I said? I was younger in 2022. I'm not gonna keep delaying this. You don't show up for 3 years. What kind of nonsense is this? I'm just telling you, she better reevaluate right now because I expect her to get into sobriety court. She's got all kinds of convictions here. Amy, what's the earliest date I can give this young lady here?
If it has to be on a Woodhaven day, we don't have Woodhaven again until December 10th.
I'm not doing that one. When's Mr. Crawford here again? She had 3 years to get a lawyer.
Mr. Crawford is here for Judge Hessen's probation docket on 11/18.
Well, I know, but she's had 3 years. She's had 3 years.
He's also the overflow on 11/20. The arraignment attorney on 11/24.
Look forward to great show.
November 24th
Thank you.
at 8:30. We're gonna start at 8:32, okay? I think she needs to get into sobriety court myself. Okay?
Still in the room.
I thought I just adjourned. Did I just not adjourn this 2 weeks ago? I thought I adjourned.
We had just explained, she had had some difficulty getting to this point. Scheduling things, her work, her schedule, and the council that she had reached out to. That's why she said there's a little bit of time, She'll be ready.
She had 3 years, though. I just want to be clear. 3 years. 3 years. She's not taking this very seriously, I'll tell you that. I want to check one thing. If you November, what time did you say, Lisa?
Judge,
24th.
you said 8:30.
Is that, yeah, November 24th at 8:30. So you come with your lawyer then, ma'am, okay? If you retain a lawyer and he or she needs an adjournment, I don't have a problem with them filing an appearance and we'll schedule it real quick. Otherwise, either way, you're to be here on the 24th unless I adjourn it. Do you understand that? I think she needs to think about sobriety court, counsel.
Yes, sir.
I mean, look at this record. It's like a who's who of convictions. 1, 2. You've had a lot of criminal contacts. That's what I'll do. You leave it on the hall, get your notice. We'll see you back here. Best of luck. Which other one do you have ready, counsel? Haught? Dustin Haught. Dustin Lee Haught, 25W375118.
I'm going to Mr. Haught. We'll start station in the ready.
Dustin Lee Haught.
All right. So defendant pled guilty to disorderly. Yarno was dismissed. I love this. And I pick up the file and the first words I hear, read him saying, y'all get effed to the police. Nice. You don't respect police either, huh? Well, why would you say such a thing? If I do something wrong right now, you're going to tell me to go get effed? Then don't do it with them. What do you do for a living?
Construction.
Lack of respect that we have in the society. Lack of respect. Everybody knows everything, thinks they can say whatever they want. Go ahead. What do you want to tell me, counsel?
Your Honor, my client deeply regrets his behavior that day. The bad day was not his best day. He asked that the court not judge him by this particular. He said he won't do it again, Your Honor. He's learned his lesson. I know you hear it a lot, but my client sincerely would tell the court he won't be able to do this type of thing again. He's embarrassed. He just wants to put this behind him, Your Honor, and keep moving forward.
You got, how much did you have to drink that day?
Was actually an argument with my wife. What
I didn't ask you.
why I was upset.
How much did you have to drink that?
Not much.
Do you want me to guess what not much is? I mean, it couldn't mean like one sip of this, or some people's ideas. I had 48 ounces. I mean, of booze. How many is a few?
Two by fours.
You got 2 drunk drivings on your record, and you got a drug charge. Now, granted, those were a few years ago. I'll grant you that, but I just don't go for people talking to police officers like this. I don't go for people talking to anybody like that. That's ridiculous. I mean, what did he do other than his job? Did he do anything mean to you? Did he treat you disrespectfully?
No, sir.
You just wanted to go tell him to go get effed.
No, I knew I had warrants and I stepped out of the vehicle and I was like, yeah, well, you're mistaken.
Again, my client had a few drinks. He was frustrated with his argument with his wife at home. He had some displaced anger, and he knows he would win.
I don't get it. I just don't understand it. So his argument with his wife causes him to treat the police like they're nothing short of, I don't even want to use the word.
It's not an excuse, Your Honor. It's just kind of what happened that day.
I get it.
Not his best day.
I get it. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Anything else? 200 fines, 125 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment. 3 days on the court work program. There's $105 a day, $35 a day charge for that. So you actually spent 1 night in jail, true?
I spent 3 nights in jail, sir.
When were you arraigned on this?
I love them.
You mean you were taken into custody on April 1 or just on the failures to appear? Were you taken into custody the night of the offense?
Yes.
And you're telling me you spent 3 nights in jail there? On this case? On this case, you didn't arraign you then.
Took me from here to Southgate.
Well, you took over here to care of Southgate. I'm talking on this case.
I just did the weekend in jail. I got a month ago.
On this case? And you telling me you spent what days in jail?
Monday.
Friday to Monday?
Yeah, Friday, 8 o'clock at night until Monday morning.
All right. Well, 4 days jail credit for it. Good enough. But you're still going to pay 200 in fines, 125 costs, 75 victims' rights fee, $50 justice assessment, and 40 in attorney fees. So your total here amounts to 3 1/4, 450, 490, or 90 days. Stop treating police officers like that, will you please? You have all this to pay?
My client can't pay this all day. He can pay 400 today. Give me 2 weeks, he can pay the balance.
Pay 400 today. Balance by December 1. If you need more time, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll be happy to give you an extension. Okay?
Thank you, sir.
I hope you'll apologize to that officer if you see him. You too. Amy Renee Wilhelm, 19B 134-738A. Your name, ma'am?
Yes, Amy Renee Wilhelm.
You have a probation violation. They think you failed to attend your scheduled probation visits on March 17 and March 28 of 22. You failed to attend the victim's impact panel. You failed to submit the chemical testing as ordered. You failed to provide verification of attending ANA 6 times a week until an IOP. And you failed to provide verification of attending and completing intensive outpatient treatment. So those are the charges. Will you want me to just get you a lawyer now, ma'am?
I'm not sure what to do.
Well, wait a minute. Slow down.
This is the big thing. I lost my fiance 3 days
Wait a
after.
minute. Wait. Let's get you a lawyer, okay? We're going to set you up with a lawyer on Zoom. I'm sorry about your fiance. You can't do this though. You've not been here in 3 years.
I was staying out of trouble. I was taking care of a handicapped friend of mine.
Okay, you talk to your lawyer and then you'll come back in front of me, okay? So we're going to give her a lawyer on this one, John. Okay? Grant? Let me see. Who's your lawyer? Okay. Let me call your case. I didn't hear what you said. People against Amy Wilhelm. Amy Rena Wilhelm. 19B134738A. Your name, ma'am?
Amy Renee Wilhelm.
Micah Ball representing as well.
What did you say?
I said, I would like to speak. I was in a coma for 6 days and I have a lot of memory loss. A lot of this is very hard for me to remember. The details of this case.
Counsel,
I
what do
didn't
you?
have much aftercare. So.
Ma'am, just wait a second. Again, it's one of those where they don't show.
Right.
I never seen anything like this. You know that? They show up like 3 years later, 5 years later, 12 years later, like they just got invited to a luncheon date in here, and it's just ridiculous. If you want to talk to him again, I'll let you talk to him again. I'd kind of like to move this along, though. The county's been waiting. You already talked to her once, but if you need to talk to him again, ma'am, I'll let you talk to him again. Is that what you want?
I mean,
I just asked if that's what you want. I just need a, okay, we're gonna hand you the bag, but let's kind of move because the county's had her out there for quite a while.
Okay.
I'll hand you that one back. No, let's get this one done first, and then I'll take care of Ms. Craig and Mr. Buddha. Stay seated, everybody. All right, Ms. Wilhelm, your name?
Amy Renee Wilhelm.
Counsel?
Micah Ball representing Ms. Wilhelm.
She entered a not guilty plea when I arraigned her by video on the 7th. She's got these counts. How is she going to proceed? 5 counts?
Your Honor, my company pleading guilty to all counts.
Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes, Your Honor.
If you plead guilty here, since you absconded, you could get 93 days. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
You are presumed innocent. They have to prove you guilty by a preponderance of the evidence. You have the right to question their witnesses, to bring in your own, to use the subpoena powers of the court to bring in those witnesses. You plead guilty, you're going to be giving up all these rights. We're not going to have a trial. We're not going to have a hearing, and you're giving up your right to remain silent. Do you understand that?
I understand that.
Explain all that. You still wish to plead guilty?
I do, Your Honor.
To the charge, count 1, you failed to report to probation on March 17 and March 28 of 22. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Is the count 2, you failed to attend the victim's impact panel. How do you plead?
Guilty.
Is the count 3 that you failed to submit to testing as ordered via
Guilty.
DNA? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Is the count 4 that you failed to provide verification of attending AANA 6 times a week until an intensive outpatient treatment? How do you plead?
Guilty.
And is the count 5 that you failed to provide verification of attending and completing intensive outpatient treatment? How do you plead?
Guilty.
Anybody in the world forced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Did you fail to report to probation on those dates, March 17 and March 28 of 22?
I did.
Did you fail to attend the victim's impact panel and also fail to attend AANA 6 times a week?
I did.
Did you fail to provide proof of attending either AA verification or IOP treatment?
I did.
Anybody force you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
All right, and also you failed to chemically test as ordered, correct?
Correct.
And accept your pleas. I find they've been made voluntarily and understandingly and are accurate. Ms. Wild, your name? All right, Mr. Crawford, what would you like to say?
Well, let's see here, Your Honor. My client began having some significant health issues. She explained to me when we met. That might have contributed a great deal to her ability to come back into compliance. But other than that, I think my client would have to speak to the reasons she didn't take appropriate action, Your Honor.
Ma'am, anything?
No, Your Honor.
You don't want to say anything?
I can't really hear you really well.
I'm sorry. You don't want to say anything?
I would like to say that I'm ready to move on with my life. I did twice voluntarily put myself in, I mean, not court, obviously through your probation, but I did do 30 days of rehab twice and attempted to try to get my life together. I was taking care of a handicapped friend of mine, which is not an excuse, but now he just was put into a nursing home. He's dying of kidney failure. So
I'm sorry about that.
I'm ready to get my life back.
Amy, are all the fines and costs paid on this now with the $1,542 garnishment?
No, Your Honor. I don't.
Wait, I'm talking, no, I'm not, I'm talking to the court
Oh, I'm
administrator. I'm sorry. Her name's Amy too.
No, we just filed the writ for it. We haven't received any notification that we're getting that money.
I see.
So she still owes, $1,542.
Ms. Wilds, has she done anything at all?
Nothing, Your Honor. Unfortunately, she didn't show for her scheduled instructional, on that, March 17th date. I attempted to reach out to her by email. I also mailed a notice to her, without any response. That's what prompted the show cause arraignment. Unfortunately, I don't have anything positive I can say in regards to conviction.
Probation's revoked. You're to pay costs of $1,500, serve 93 days. Credit 13 for 80. If you pay costs of $1,500, I'm going to suspend. I'll suspend 55 of the, I'll suspend 55 of the 80, and you'll only have to serve 25. So if you pay $1,500, you'll be out in 25. Otherwise, you're in for 80. You have 21 days to appeal. You have 14 days to apply for a court-appointed lawyer. I'm sorry. Good luck.
Thank you.
Thank you. James Robert McZugah, is he here? 25W836868A and B. I don't know who this gentleman is. Can somebody tell me? Your name, sir?
James Robert McZugah.
Michael thought that he would have been.
They're moving to dismiss.
Judge, if I can interrupt, Mr. Condrey should be in front of Judge Hessen.
Oh,
He's in the wrong courtroom.
okay. How do we get him over there? This gentleman that says Amy Wilhelm?
Yes, he's in on a warrant. It's a Judge Hessen case. He might want to flag down a deputy.
Flag down a deputy and you tell them, and we'll give you the sign, the code if you need. I mean, the Zoom ID. Mr. McZugah, he should have been a lawyer. Prosecutor's moving to dismiss, right?
Yes.
What is it, a marijuana case?
Yes.
What
Yes,
kind? Why they write a marijuana charge?
Thank you, Dustin.
Oh, it's fentanyl. Does he know that he's?
Even where what the drug was alleged, it was possession. We did have that discussion with the prosecutor.
I need him to come in.
My client had other charges for the essence, this is kind of a global resolution.
I need, Mr. Urick in here, please.
Yes. Right.
Thank you. So I'm curious, he's just, if he thinks it's a bad case, but he's in possession of fentanyl, which he should have been charged with a felony. Is there a basis for this or just wanting to be a early
think the
Christmas?
basis is in a kind of a global resolution to his two.
I see.
Yes, yes.
So he pled in front of Judge Hessen on what?
Exactly.
On what?
I forget exactly what that, but there was some other another possession charge. I know there was a driving while license suspended, and was one other matter that was worked out.
All right. And Mr. Urick, your name?
William Urick, on behalf of the city, what do you have in your honor?
You moved to dismiss it's actually possession of fentanyl. You know that, right?
I did not know that, your honor. I was to understand that it was possession of marijuana.
Well, no, that prints out on the computer. You got to be, all these computers, they're wonderful tools, but it's not marijuana. It says possession of fentanyl, observed walking in the road where it was dimly lit, suspected heroin / fentanyl. If you had, Mr. Crawford told me it's a global resolution with Judge Hessen. If you are comfortable still dismissing this because it pleas in front of her, that's your business. I just wanted to make sure you're aware it was fentanyl.
And I'm glad that the court is making us aware. Notwithstanding that, given the global resolution next door, your honor, if the court please, we would move to dismiss.
You got to stay away from this stuff, son.
You're
kind of getting, no disrespect, you're a lot younger than I am, but you're kind of getting old for this junk, aren't you?
You all right, your honor?
I really wish you well. Maybe you need to talk about sobriety court, case dismissed, motion prosecutor. He still owes us money on the pedestrian violation. When's he going to pay this?
Your Honor, my client can pay $100 a month starting December 1st.
Where do you work at? Do you work?
No, I have every intention to,
I didn't ask you. Do you work?
no, I don't.
Why not? What are you're 23. Wait a minute, slow down. You're about 47. Hang on, slow down. You're 47 or 8, right?
Correct.
Why aren't you working? I mean, you're not collecting disability, are you? Are you under the influence right now? You're talking awful slow.
I'm just a little tired. I spent.
I'm tired too. We're always tired, but are you under the influence of something right now?
No, I'm not, your honor.
He was trying to explain to the court he's been in jail for the past 4 days.
You don't care.
Well, he hasn't slept well, so he's tired. He's fatigued.
Come on. Who do you want to kid? Me?
No, you're right.
I want to talk to you. Do you really think you're going to fool me?
Your honor, I'm not under the influence of anything.
Really? So you're going to be glad to take a blood test right now if I send you for that, right? Right?
Right.
Did you have a stroke ever?
Pardon?
Did you ever have a stroke?
No, I really wouldn't know if I had one or not, to tell you the truth.
You're under the influence of something. Why are you telling me you're not? You didn't drive here.
What's up?
Shh. You didn't drive here, did you? How'd you get here?
My cousin drove me over here with my father's vehicle that was impounded.
Are they still here?
No.
How are you going to get home?
Oh, I was hoping to get maybe a call out, or I'll just walk 2 miles home.
If I see you drive or hear you driving a vehicle out of here, listen to me. I'm gonna call the police. I'm gonna have them arrest you. I think you're under the influence of alcohol or drugs or both, probably drugs. I don't think there's any question. I'd bet my house against a cup of coffee if I got one out of you. Now, I'm not taking a plea. I'm not the prosecutor. He made the decision to dismiss with you going down the hall and already pleading in front of Judge Hessen. But I'm telling you, you're gonna kill yourself. Do you have a wife or kids or anything?
My wife, she's almost about to die. Breast cancer, spread her bones.
How about you? You got any kids?
3.
How old are they?
18, 25, 26.
You want to just admit to me that you're under the influence, or do you want me to have to figure it out on my own?
Your Honor, I'm not under the influence of anything at the moment. It's just, I'm upset now. I'm speaking about my wife. I can get that phone call any day.
I know, but
Then you give her a time.
I know, but you're under the influence. You're talking like you're talking in slow motion. You follow me? I'm not trying to make you feel bad. You got to get off this junk. What's the pleas in front of Judge Hessen, Mr. Crawford?
I dare not try to quote it.
Well, it's got to be a drug charge, right?
Yes.
Okay, of course. It's not like having a sip of alcohol. You got 3 kids with your wife, right?
They're in Arizona at the time right now. I came back here a couple years ago to take care of my father. He had congestive heart, didn't have the water.
Congestive heart failure.
The water builds up around the heart.
Yeah, that's it. I mean, I'm no physician. I can't.
He's been in and out of the hospital for probably the last 4 years now. My mother, she passed away. I had a brother that actually died from an overdose.
Well, yeah, why are you still doing this stuff? I tell this to my close friends. I say, I go there, I see these people die, and they go to the funeral and see their friend in a casket, then they go out and use opiates. I mean, it's the worst. I'd rather play Russian roulette than take opiates.
Manic depressive disorder too, so I mean, I understand exactly where you're coming from here. I understand everything.
You're not driving.
No, not. Sawyer. My right hand back up, a serious concert honorably.
I give you credit for that. Thank you. You did?
I will, yes, I did.
In what branch?
Sorry.
And here yesterday was Veterans Day. I admire anybody that served in the service. I really do. I know. I mean,
The day I graduated basic training was the first day we started dropping bombs. She got clear.
I wish you well. Case is dismissed on motion of the prosecutor. You're going to pay. How much do you want him to pay?
$40 every 2 weeks, Your Honor.
You pay 40 per week, every bi-weekly. Pay 40 bi-weekly beginning December 1. If you don't have the money, you come talk to me. I won't be an ogre. I'll give you all the time you need. Mr. McZugah. You weren't related to the councilman in any way, were you?
Yes, he was my uncle. He passed away.
I know.
4 years.
I had the greatest respect for your uncle. I liked him a lot. Bill.
Yes, you remain.
He was a good man. And I don't know, he had a heart attack up in Houghton Lake, right?
Yeah, unfortunately, found him in a very bad way, I guess. Face on water.
And his wife Josie still.
No, she's still alive, man.
Well, you tell her I said.
They're talking to each other.
You be sure you tell her I said hi.
Okay.
Mr. McZugah, try to get your life in order, will you please? Good luck to you. 40 bi-weekly, beginning December 1. If you don't have the money, call the court. We'll go on Zoom. I'll give you an extension. I do wish you well. Good luck.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Have a good day.
Court does call the case of the People versus Nicholas Chalmers.
Good morning, Assistant Public Defender Lauren Perny on behalf of Mr. Chalmers. Mr. Chalmers, state your name for the record, please.
Nicholas Chalmers.
Your Honor, Mr. Chalmers is before the court for a violation of probation. Mr. Chalmers is non-compliant in that he owes $5. He's made no report. He failed to report to probation as directed, failed to complete a SPEC class, failed to complete 25 hours of community service, failed to provide proof of employment. He, Your Honor, also has bench warrants out of the 44th District Court, the 36th District Court, and the 39th District Court. He also has a pending criminal case out of Macomb County, a felony burglar tools possession with an alleged date of offense, 20th of 2025. That case As the court knows, that's a continuation of the same behavior that this case is. Given all the circumstances, probation is asking that the court revoke his probation, sentence him to 90 days in jail, credit for 19 days served, that he served the valence out of that, waive his remaining terms, accept the financial obligations, and discharge him from probation without.
Your Honor, I did have a chance to speak with Mr. Chalmers about everything that has been going on. His mother is also here and would like an opportunity to speak to the court if the court is amenable to that. Regarding the terms, I think Mr. Chalmers, I think the one to start off with is reporting to probation. He maintains that he was told he was non-reporting. I spoke with
That he what?
Was non-reporting. I spoke with Miss Pilara, and she indicates that she doesn't have anyone that's non-reporting.
Reporting. Doesn't happen at this court, so he couldn't have been under that impression.
I explained that to Mr. Chalmers. He understands there was clearly some miscommunication. He regrets that he did not report and is willing to report moving forward.
I'm going to let you say what you're going to say, but because you've got to represent your client's telling you that. If he's representing to you that somehow or another this court, that he was under some impression that he was non-reporting, or that somehow this could even be characterized as some type of misunderstanding, that's problematic for me because I don't believe any of that. I mean, I'm going to let you say, and I'm not, Ms. Parody, I'm not certainly holding that against you. You have a job to do. But if that's what he's having you represent, I'm not buying it.
We've had, because this was set previously and Mr. Chalmers failed to appear, we've spoken multiple times about this, and he's maintained the entire time that he thought he was non-reporting. And I do believe that was a miscommunication. I hear what the court is saying. Regarding the rest of the terms, it seems to me that he did make efforts to complete everything. So he believes that he did complete that theft class. He reports to me he did complete the community service. He did that at a soup kitchen in Ypsilanti. And he was working for the beginning of his probationary period at FedEx. He lost that job a few months ago, but his mother actually indicated to me that she spoke with FedEx and he can be reinstated to that job if he is released from custody. Mr. Chalmers is also doing some good things, I think. So he is the primary caregiver for his 5-year-old. He lives with his grandmother, who assists with taking care of his son, but he is the primary caregiver. His grandmother, his mother told me today, is a teacher at a middle school in Ann Arbor. And Mr. Chalmers also just got his GED through Washtenaw Community College and is now taking preliminary associate's classes at Wayne Community College. So he does have things that he wants to get out and take care of. He did turn himself in after he failed to appear. So he's not running from this, Your Honor. He wants to show the court that he can complete probation. I would like an opportunity to get Ms. Pilara the proof of completion of the theft class and the community service when Mr. Chalmers can provide that to me. I do think the fact that he turned himself in after he failed to appear is a big indication that he wants to resolve this matter. So given all that, I asked that the court take this into consideration. He was sentenced just back in March, so he does have time to finish up his probationary terms. I tried to look up some more details in the Macomb County case. I couldn't find it in their case search. I don't know if it was user error or what. I just want to see what stage that case is at. I'm not even sure if he's been arraigned on that case. Mr. Chalmers indicated he didn't have an attorney, so I don't have anyone to contact about that as well. So I think that one is in, the very, very preliminary stages. So again, I'd ask the court take that into consideration. And then the bench warrants, Mr. Chalmers indicates to me, are mostly traffic stuff. So given all that, again, I'd ask the court to reinstate his probation, let him complete his term. He can pay $300 this week, I think you said, if he were to be released. But again, he has been out of work for a few months. And again, his mother is here and would like to add if the court is open to hearing from her.
Did he make the $200 payment in March?
Ms. Plea has no payments made. I did not verify if there was any payments made. Do you remember paying $200?
Your Honor, there are no payments made.
That's what I thought as I'm looking at it. And just so you know, he represented to the court on that day, March 11th, that he was going to pay $200 that day.
Yeah, I frankly, Your Honor, I don't remember. I do know, as I stated, Mr. Chalmers was working, had lost work, is the primary caregiver for his child. I don't know if some kind of bill came up or something like that.
And Your Honor, I would also like the court to be aware, it looks like Mr. Chalmers also has a hold at the jail from Wayne County Sheriff for a plea, bond denied. I don't know if that's an additional. If that's something additional, I don't see the case. I didn't see the case when I ran his criminal history, but I do see he does have that.
For fleeing and eluding.
For a plea, bond denied, Wayne County Sheriff.
He can have a seat there. His mom wants to say something to him. State your name.
Nicole Franklin. I just want to say, he's a great kid. I don't know where all this has come from. He was shot twice and almost died 5 years ago when my grandson was just born. In the chest once and in the stomach once. They tried to rob him for his gym shoes. Ever since then, he's been a different person. We've tried to get help. It was the pandemic time. He needs help. He's a great kid. He's a great father. He's a great father. He takes care of his 5-year-old. Right now, his 5-year-old is born between me and my 78-year-old mother, which is hard. He's asking for daddy every day. Nicholas is really a great kid. Like I said, from the ordeal of him being shot, he just turns into a different person. I just need him home. And I know that's not enough for you from everything you've just heard. We need him home. I don't know what to say. I don't know.
You also understand that even if I were to release him today, you won't be going home. Because the last indication from Miss Flora was he's got whatever situation he's found himself in Wayne County, he's got bond denied.
I've been doing everything. I've been checking up on everything. I've called Wayne County. And
Let me
they were
stop.
putting him on tether.
Let me stop you. Okay. I hear you. I did not think, frankly, in this case that we would end up at this point in time, or at this point. I gave your son every break could coming into sentencing. didn't make it a very difficult probation for him. And indicated basically that he needed to just get through it. If he represented to me on the date of the sentencing and I just went through it, that he was going to pay $200 in. And it really isn't so much about the money, it's about the representation it makes to the court that he's going to do this. And I'm now here, whatever many months later, and he's paid nothing and didn't go to probation to tell probation if he had had a problem. We run into that all the time. He just had to say, I can't make this. This is what I can do right now. And he didn't do it because he wasn't going to probation. I can tell you right now, and I hesitate in doing it, but when he's telling me he thought he had non-reporting probation, if Miss Polera pulls up his probation order, it's not going to say that. And I know it's not going to say that. And that's why I stopped Miss Parody when she was saying, because it's not true. I don't have those. Not in that way. And he knows that. And he's just, you know, ma'am, it is hard for me to sit here and to try to tell a mother that he isn't acting and he isn't what you raised.
He's not. He's not. I didn't raise him like
I know you didn't. I can tell by the way that I can tell you did not raise him this way. And the problem is, he's going to have to make the decision to change his behavior. You can't do that for him. I don't know you, but I'm sure throughout his life you have done everything within your power to give him what chances, what opportunities there are. And all he had to do was to grab onto those opportunities, pull himself up, and just do the right thing. And throughout everything, he's not doing that. It also troubles me outside of all of that, that the warrant that he's got out of Macomb County is, you know, he's here basically on a breaking and entering charge. And the warrant that he has out of Macomb County, the felony warrant, is possession of burglary tools. He's just involved in the same activities over and over again. Ma'am, far be it from me to try to tell a mother about her child. And I think you know what I mean, but I don't do that. But I'm telling you, he's lying to you. And most importantly, what angers me, particularly after hearing from you, is that the way that he's operating his life, he's disrespecting you and your mother, his grandmother. And there's a lot in life I'll tolerate, but I'm gonna tell you what, and people know this. You come in here, you disrespect your mother. If they're not gonna do something, I'm sure as heck you don't want to be before me doing that, but he's disrespecting you in every way that he can because he thinks he knows more. Was there anything else you wanted to tell me?
needs him. He needs him. His son needs him. He needs him.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. I love you.
Anything else you'd like to say, Ms. Barron?
Nothing from me, Your Honor. I do appreciate Ms. Franklin speaking to me and speaking to Your Honor and on behalf of Mr. Chalmers. I do think he has a very good support system.
Chalmers, is there anything you want to talk?
There's nothing I would
before
like to say.
close sentence?
No, Your Honor.
I don't know how you do that to that woman. I honestly don't understand it. I don't understand how, if you don't have enough respect for yourself, how you couldn't have enough respect for her not to do this. For God's sakes, that's your mother. Who I don't have a doubt in my mind that if it came down to it, would lay down her life for yours. And all she does is, you know, here's all the things that you've done or not done that you're supposed to do. Still has the courage to come before the court and beg for mercy for her son. I'm going to waive all remaining terms except for his financial obligations, discharge him from probation without improvement. You've got certainly bigger fish to fry in other counties, it looks like. I'm going to order 93 days in jail, give you credit for 19 days served. The balance the defendant will serve. Defendant is remanded. Court does call the case of the people versus Dominique Kelly Payne.
The public defender Natalie Pate and on behalf of is it pro? Record, sir.
Dominic Kelly Payne.
Thank you, Your Honor. This is matter set for show cause. There is still a balance. My client is currently held on other matters. It states to me that he is set to be released to treatment next week, but he's not sure exactly where he'll be released to or what treatment facility.
It's probably a 30-day or.
I don't have that information. It might be.
Might be longer.
Might be longer, might be a 90. Give me my February date.
Thank you, Your Honor. Yes.
During the matter of February 4th, 2025, 9 a.m. 2026, 9 a.m. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Court calls the case of the people versus Ibrahim.
Your Honor, this is a show cause for failing to pay fines and costs.
Does not have counsel. All right. What do we have as a balance? No, I got it. Okay. Sir, state your name.
Ibrahim Ibrahim.
All right. Mr. Ibrahim, you're not, this is a show cause. You're not represented by counsel. Did you want to be represented by counsel?
Yes, please.
I'm not sure how this,
I mean, is it necessary? You said it's a show cause just for non-payment. I'm in prison now. I don't have.
Right, it's a show
the
cause for
means.
non-payment, but I will give it counsel just in case. But, so this is a public defender, in case if you can step in. I would indicate that Mr. Elman, I think, represented Mr. Ibrahim at the previous one, but I cannot tell whether that was because of a conflict or whatever, but.
I would, sorry, Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with on behalf of Mr. Ibrahim. Your Honor, I don't have the balance right now that Mr. Ibrahim would owe, but I do know, because I represent him on another case, that he was just transferred to MDOC on October 31st from the Washtenaw County Jail. So I believe it is anticipated he will be there for some time. I would ask for at this time an adjournment of the shown cause.
How much do you have him? I have him with 410.
That's correct.
410. Mr. Ibrahim, have you been sentenced to MDOC time?
Correct.
All right. What is your sentence?
23 months with credit of 15. So I should be out June of 26.
Got it. And this is okay. So this is a trespassing case.
I am sure.
So with a 30-day maximum on it. And the only reason the fines and costs are where they are is because he didn't pay them back in 2021 because he was busy with other stuff. No, I'm just messing with you.
So I've been arraigned on this. I've been arraigned and I already pled on this, or I thought this was a new charge.
Yeah, you pled on it back in on January 20th of 2021. You pled on it. No, it happened April 8th of 2019.
Yeah, I wanted to go to trial on this. I wanted to go to trial on this case. I wanted to go to trial on this case. I never meant to plead on this case or anything like that.
Well, you did though.
Did I withdraw my
plea? So
plea?
you want them to file a motion to set aside on a trespassing?
Yes, because I mean, I paid for the ticket. I was there at the movie theater. It was a whole incident.
Paid for what ticket?
Mr. Ibrahim, I wouldn't talk about the case.
Talk about the case. I mean, if he's going to file a motion that says, I was going to tell you what I was going to do.
Yes.
What I was going to do was just waive everything except the state minimums and just close it. But if he wants to adjourn it out to motion to set it aside, I don't know that I can do that after 4 years, but I'll give you a shot at doing it.
In that case, Your Honor, Mr. Ibrahim, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
In that case, Your Honor, if Mr. Ibrahim is wanting to proceed in that fashion, I believe our office may withdraw because of a conflict, and if that is what he wants to do moving forward.
But I don't know who's gonna. He wants to. Doesn't make much sense to me, and I don't know that I can do it anyway. But here's what I'll do: I'll adjourn this out. Give me a date. February.
What about the two driving license suspended? Am I going to be seen on that today as well?
No, Mr. Ibrahim.
I don't have those in front of me, sir. February 4th. During this matter, February 4th, 2026, 9 a.m. Continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Court does call the case of the people versus Diana Seaborn.
Good morning, Judge Simpson. Attorney Carl Jordan, P 57226, appearing on behalf of Ms. Deanna Seaborn, and Ms. Seaborn is present, Your Honor.
All right, go ahead.
First of all, Your Honor, I apologize for running late. I know that the time was changed, but I was in another court. No excuses. I apologize.
Very good.
Your Honor, with respect to Ms. Seaborn, she did plead no. I did go over the PSI with her. There are no additions, deletions, or corrections made. I would just like to address what I believe would be an appropriate sentence.
Yeah, go ahead.
They are asking, Your Honor, for 29 days, 365, and I believe that they're asking for that to be held in abeyance, but that you serve 29 days. I don't believe, Your Honor, that that would be appropriate. And I'm jumping straight to that aspect because, first of all, Miss Seaborn is extremely remorseful for what happened. She did not give a statement because she was allowed to plead no contest due to civil liability. But make no mistake about it, she took her job seriously. She did not want to harm anyone, certainly not a special needs child. This is by no means an excuse, Your Honor. But when I asked her, why she may have done what she did, because she has no prior record, she said, being spat upon at that point, she just kind of lost it. But again, I am by no means saying that that is an excuse, Your Honor, especially when you consider it was a child, and especially when you consider it was a special needs child. But I do want the court to know that had that not occurred, she would not be before any criminal judge, and I do not believe that she will be in front of any criminal judge in the future. She will complete probation successfully and go on and live her life. There have been some consequences. She did lose her job that she had as a result of these charges. So now she is doing DoorDash in addition to taking care of her sister. But again, she's sorry, she's remorseful, and she wants the court to know she has learned her lesson. Thank you, Your Honor.
Anything you want to say before I impose sentence?
No.
Well, I'm going to say this, counsel, and I appreciate the elocution. However, when I look at the circumstances of this case, this is a special needs child. Certainly, some things are going to occur. Certainly, it can maybe raise one's ire, but to do these things is, in my estimation, inexcusable. I mean, these parents, through each stage of a process on a day-to-day basis, entrust their child to these folks. And quite frankly, when you violate that trust, it's inexcusable in a lot of ways in my mind. I mean, in particular, that this is a child that really cannot defend themselves if they even comprehend exactly what's happening to them. I mean, which just has to be sort of the worst thing. Was there a victim's impact statement? I was expecting that there might.
I did not receive one, and I do not see the victims present.
All right. It is a sentence of the court. Place you on probation for a period of 60 months. You're to pay $655 fines and court costs, $1,800 probation oversight fees. When can that be paid?
You said 1,800, Your Honor?
Yes. That's what I have. Yeah, it's 60 months.
Your Honor, she realistically says that she can pay $150 a month.
$150 a month. That will begin in January 2026.
Thank you, Your Honor.
There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. Will be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete the anger habits program. You're to complete 50 hours of community service. There's to be no contact with Elizabeth, Peter, or Eli Lorensky, if I'm pronouncing that last name correctly, that is directly or indirectly. You are not to be working with and or around any minor children. There's to be no assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior by you. You are not to possess any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. You're to maintain employment with verification to probation. And let me just say this. Like I said, these parents entrust you. And, at no point, other than for the purposes of safety or other legitimate reasons, do you have the right to place your hands on that child? That's the only basis of you're trained should have been trained, and I think you were, as to how to deal with these circumstances and these situations. You're having a bad day, losing control, and doing this kind of thing is never an option. And I understand counsel isn't saying it is an excuse, but it's not an option for you when you get into that role and in that circumstance. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to order 365 days in jail. Give you credit for the 1 day that you served. You will be remanded to serve an additional 29 days, and then the balance will be suspended. Defendant is remanded.
Your Honor, I spoke to my client about this, and she said, could she have time to get her affairs in order? And I said, well, really, what affairs do you need to get in order? I mean, you know, the President of the United States could get his affairs in order probably quickly. And she said, I do have a daughter who's 14, and I wasn't expecting to have to serve any time because it wasn't part of the negotiations. May she have at least a few days so that she can arrange for a 14-year-old to go somewhere? She does have a sister, but her sister is the person that she takes care of. Her sister was shot. She's in the courtroom. So she truly does need to make provisions with respect to her daughter. And she understands if she...
At the moment this was happening with the child, was that child permitted to make any arrangements for their care? Probably not.
Of course not.
I will not pay her the same courtesy. Defendant remanded. She'll go today.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you. Court calls the case, People versus Lucille Slater.
Assistant Public Defender Natalie Pate with and on behalf of Ms. Slater, who is approaching. Please state your name for the record, ma'am. Lucille Slater.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Today is the date and time set for sentencing. I have had the opportunity to review the PSIR with Ms. Slater. We only have one brief correction, and that is on page 2 under the summary. It states that she pled no contest to this charge on the date of her pretrial hearing on the 17th. That is correct that it occurred on the 17th, but that was the date of her final settlement conference. That is the only correction we have, Your Honor. And as to the recommendation, I do believe it to be a fair recommendation, and I would ultimately ask the court to adopt it. Ms. Slater presents to the court, she's 76 years old with no prior convictions of any kind. This is quite literally her first rodeo in this situation. She has, throughout my representation of her, taken this matter very seriously and has, to me, shown a lot of remorse for her actions on that day. She, prior to this incident, she had worked at this position for almost 7 years, and to my knowledge, had no other prior incidents of this kind. This is her first interaction with the criminal justice system. She has expressed much remorse to me. To my understanding, she has complied with her bond to the T and has appeared in person for all her court dates. I would ask that the court adopt this recommendation.
Ma'am, is there anything you want to say before the court imposes sentence?
No.
Your Honor, I'm sorry to interrupt.
Yes, I will get to that in just a moment. I was aware.
No, Your Honor.
All right. You guys are going to need to have a seat here. Right. Please, somebody. Sorry. I understand there's a victim's impact statement.
Yes, Your Honor. The minor child's mother and father is Julie and Ryan Franks. They are
Julie and Ryan.
Julie and Ryan.
Hello.
Hi, Your Honor.
Could you state your names for the record?
Yeah, Julie Franks.
Ryan Franks.
All right, thank you. And I'll need you to take your hands out of your pockets if you would. Thank you. All right, I think we're all set now. Go ahead.
Thank you, Your Honor. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to speak today. We are here as the parents of a 7-year-old little girl who was physically grabbed and yelled at by Miss Slater at school, a place where she should have felt completely safe. That day changed our daughter. Since then, Natalie has struggled with anxiety and fear. She often asks questions no child should have to ask. Things like, why did that happen? And will that happen to me again? It has been incredibly painful as her parents to watch her confidence fade and to see her question the trust she used to have in the adults around her. We spent months trying to rebuild her sense of safety through reassurance, through love, but this incident left a mark. It's something she carries and will carry with her forever, and something we, as her parents, will never forget. What's been equally hard is seeing how little remorse Miss Slater has shown. When police reached out to get her statement, she hung up on them and blocked their number. That forced us to move forward and press charges. When officers went to her home, she refused to answer the door, even though they could clearly hear people inside. Those actions speak volumes. They show a complete lack of accountability, of remorse, and of understanding of the harm she caused. We truly believe that if given the opportunity, she could have hurt another child. We understand that everyone makes mistakes, but when an adult's action causes emotional and physical harm to a child, that can't be taken lightly. Our greatest hope is that the court ensures that this individual is not in a position to work or be responsible for children. No family should have to go through what ours has. We're speaking today, not just for our daughter, but for every child who deserves to feel safe and protected at school. That's all any parents want, to know that their child is safe when they walk through those doors. Thank you, Your Honor, for listening to our story and for considering the impact this has had on our daughter and our family.
Thank you for coming down. All right. Yeah. Is there anything she wants to say now?
Just very briefly, Your Honor, I do want to mention Ms. Slater has taken accountability and has expressed remorse in this matter. Of course, to me, and of course, by entering a plea in this case. She takes accountability for what actions did occur, and she is remorseful. I can say that through my many discussions with Ms. Slater, and she does take accountability for what did occur. And I do believe she is remorseful, and her choice not to give a voluntary statement to the police, I believe, was based on the advice she had received through counsel and other means. That being said, she is remorseful for her actions and has taken accountability.
Ma'am, anything you want to say?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. So I get the notion that prior to anything happening, and I can understand why it might confuse the Franks, or they're not appreciating that she may have been told by she was a union employee or through lawyers not to say anything, not to have contact. So I get that, and that might be, one might expect as a parent that somebody might act a little bit differently. But I get why somebody would act. I am, however, a bit concerned that as we get here today, as we are here today, that there's this little girl and something happened to her. And standing there in her stead are her parents who have taken their time to come down to let the court know basically the effect that this has had on their child, which, yes, spoken like true parents, but also moms will do this. They don't express necessarily the impact that it's had on them, but they talk about what's happened to their child. And I did something different because I was told prior to this hearing and in reading the report that there wasn't a sense of remorse.
for what had happened. Even if done accidental, even if done out of a misapplied sense of how to have this child safe. They were people saying, well, she's not really showing remorse. She didn't really care what happened to this child. And where I did something different because my staff here knows how I typically will handle these situations when I have impact statements. You would have sat down. They would have spoken to me, and then you would come back up. But I would not have addressed you prior to Frank speaking. Do it that way pretty much every time. I did it differently for a reason today. Because I was at least going to give you maybe 2 opportunities to look that little girl's parents in the eyes. And whether or not you meant to do what you did, just to tell them you're sorry. Because that's their baby girl. And I gave you those 2 opportunities the first time. Nothing. You sat down. You heard Mom speak. Came back up. Asked you again. And nothing. I don't know how you do that. It puts into perspective for this court what happened that day. Because I sat there and I thought to myself, well, here's somebody who works for the school. Things can get out of control. They can do this, but you know, it's just like I told the person before you. I'm not sure that you've got a right, except for the purpose for safety reasons or other necessary reasons, to put your hand on somebody else's child. You can't do it. And then, if you lose your mind for a minute, for whatever the reason, and you do, then quite frankly, you take responsibility for it. You say, I shouldn't have done it. And if you can't apologize to the little person, you apologize to her parents. So at least her parents can go and say, hey, look, she apologized. This is her version of it. She didn't mean it. And they can sort of move forward with that lesson that they're entrusted to teach their child. But you can't even do that.
If I may, Your Honor, my client and I have had to discuss the no contact order multiple times, partially for that reason. I have had to remind her that she is under a court order not to reach out to the Franks and apologize, not just the minor child, but as the adults. And pursuant to that court order, she has not had any contact with them whatsoever, good, bad, or indifferent. And she is sorry to the Franks.
But today, Miss Pate, that's what I'm talking about. I get everything maybe before they got here today. But for God's sakes, there are parents here that are talking about what trauma has happened to their child at your client's hands. And she didn't even have to look at her. She could have told me, as people do, that she's sorry. But nothing.
But I am sorry, sir. And Your Honor, I would like to reiterate, and not to speak out of turn, Miss Slater is very nervous about being in front of Your Honor and in this court today. And I do reiterate that she is 76 years old, and this is her first time coming to court, to my knowledge, for anything, but I know for a fact for something like this. She has expressed her remorse to me multiple times. I've had to remind her of the no contact order for that purpose. And I do understand what the court is saying and her not saying anything today. However, I can represent to the court that she has expressed remorse to me about this incident, and she has wished she could apologize privately, well, for the no contact.
That's all fine and dandy. But how do they know that to say that to their little girl? They don't.
It's unfortunately one of those situations with our, our system, which of course there's a very much a need for no
This is
contact.
no, today I get beforehand. But today I gave her 2 opportunities. She doesn't have to even look at them to just say she's sorry, and she didn't.
She did, Your Honor. Right. I just want to make sure the court heard. I'm sorry. She said it a little quiet.
Oh, I heard it. Too late. Is that said, because at this point, I don't know if that's said because she's really sorry and remorseful about what's happened to this little girl, or if she's only saying that because I pointed out that she didn't.
Your Honor, what I can say is before today, she's expressed remorse to me. And as Your Honor knows, I do represent a lot of clients, and quite candidly, there are a lot of clients who don't. And unfortunately, I don't have the opportunity to say that about them. But in Miss Slater's case, I can say that. We've had several meetings outside of court as well, in person in my office, both to discuss this case. And quite candidly, since the beginning, Slater has both been apologetic, but also wanted to take accountability. I believe one of her words to me at our in-person meeting when we were reviewing the footage of the incident in my office was, I believe I deserve some sort of punishment, and I want to be sorry and move this behind me, and I know I can't reach out to the parents. And of course, at that time, I reiterated, no, absolutely not. Do not reach out to the parents. You're under the no contact order.
I have to get the Frank's credit, because I think that had been my daughter. I would have lost my darn mind. I'm not even going to pretend I would do something different than that. But that's me. It's the sentence of the court. I'm going to place you on 18 months prosecuted deferred sentence, and I'm going to let you know that in my mind that I wasn't sure whether or not I was even going to allow the deferred. I looked at your lack of record and decided that I would indeed give that to you. But initially, my first thought was I wasn't going to give you the benefit of even being part of that program. But I will place you on that program for a period of 18 months. $455 fines and costs, $540 probation oversight fees. When can that be paid?
Your Honor, my client says she can pay $200 today and is asking for a payment plan as to the rest.
How much can she pay per month? Well, no, I'm going to make it $200. She's to pay by December 22nd, 2025, and then a payment plan as arranged by probation. There is to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation. You are to complete an anger management program as directed by probation. I am ordering no contact with Julie, Ryan, Natalie Franks directly or indirectly. I'm ordering that there be no working with and or around any minor children. There is to be no assaultive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. You are not to possess any weapons, firearms, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. I will set a review hearing on this case that is to be held May 12th,
2027 at 9 a.m. With reference to jail time, ma'am, I have taken into account who you are and what I could see on this paper. I've taken into account the things that I've said on the record. And I've taken into account, as I did with the deferred sentence, the fact that a lack of record for your entire life, at least as we see it here. But you can't grab someone's child. You just can't.
Understood.
So it's 90 days in Washtenaw County Jail. Defendant is to serve 15 days. The balance of that time will be suspended. Defendant is remanded.
Your Honor, I know Your Honor has issued a ruling. Like, can I make a request that her to be able to turn herself in a few days? Her husband does have some severe health issues, and I'm just asking, given.
I need medical regarding that, and I will consider it, but right now she's going.
Okay.
Well, that's called the case of the people versus Myra South.
Hi.
I'm sorry.
Miss South.
Okay. I'm sorry. I just stopped. Elizabeth Lawrence getting on behalf of Miss South. Miss South, state your name for record, please.
Myra South.
Oh, yeah. Now, we did review this case in court. We don't have any deletions. We do ask that you adopt probation's recommendation regarding the fines and costs. Ms. South has been through a tough period of life as reflected in the investigators' summary. She was homeless when this case arose. She recently got back into work. She completed school. However, she just lost her job because her car broke down, I believe. Whatever happened, she didn't have transportation to work. She lost her job. So now she's out of work again. Ms. South has been really putting a lot of effort to get things on track. So I am asking that the court take that into consideration and give her some time to pay that. She told me today she's gonna work something out, but we'll definitely need some time.
Charles, anything you want to say?
Hi everyone. So this situation is just, I hate that I had to go through it or am going through it, but just please allow me some time to pay my balance and thank you. I don't know if I should say thank you, but thank you for helping. I don't know. And hopefully you never ever see me again because this is not how my life is. This is not, yeah, I don't. But thank you, Your Honor.
All right. It's the sentence of the court, 6 months probationary term. Will order $400 fines and costs, $180 probation oversight fees. Ma'am, you went back to school?
Yes, sir, I did. Yes, Your Honor.
And what did you get your degree in? Or what did
I'm
you
on my,
decide to be when you grow up?
it just took me about 30 years to figure that out. I'm a massage
Okay.
therapist. I'm a massage therapist.
Okay. So you went back to school. All right.
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'll order the $400 fines, $180 probation oversight fees. That is to be paid as arranged by probation. So when you get yourself employed, just keep in touch with Ms. Polera and try to make sure that you're on a payment plan that you could do. Okay.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much, Your Honor.
There's to be no use of alcohol, recreational marijuana, or any illegal substance. You'll be subject to random testing as requested by probation.
Okay.
You are to complete a gun safety class as directed by probation. You're not to possess any weapon, firearm, ammunition, or anything fashioned to be a weapon. I will order a forfeiture of the weapon as indicated in the file to 9mm. I will order 90 days in jail, credit 2 days. The balance is suspended. All right?
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. You take care.
You as well. Have a great day, guys.
All righty. Court calls case of the people versus Middleton. you weren't gonna catch me this time. State your name, please.
Dequandula Middleton.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. All right, where is this a show cause combined to cause? Okay. I don't have separation review.
I'm sorry, what was that?
That's
No,
Middleton.
money.
No. Hold on a second. I think it's because of refined to cost. She hasn't paid.
Yes, it's just. So she has no counsel.
All right. You haven't paid. You're here on a show cause failure to pay fines and costs, Miss Middleton. Did you want to be represented by an attorney?
I mean, if I could just talk to you, I mean, I don't know. I'm
You
just
can talk
trying
to me.
Okay, so look, I'm just tell you, be honest. I'm broke. I have other obligations, and I thought I could handle it, and it's just very hard. I mean, I could try my best. I'm gonna do my best. Every month, I can do like 25. If you can extend the
When
date
can
for
you
me to
start
pay
that?
it.
When
Huh?
can you start that?
December.
December?
Yes.
You're gonna $25 a month.
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Where'd you get that first name?
Oh, I was born and raised in Georgia, so it's like country.
Wow. you just lambasted the whole state, didn't you?
Yes. Oh my God.
It's
Done,
all
yeah.
right. All right. What I'll indicate, defendant to pay $25 per month. Do we have? All right. And that's to begin in December.
Okay.
And then I'll adjourn this hearing out to, is it going to be March 4th or 5th? Is it a leap year?
March 11th.
Oh, of course. So I'll adjourn this to March 11th, 2026, 9
Can
a.m.
it please be Zoom?
You have to fill the paperwork out.
Oh, I mean, okay.
Wow, really?
I'm so sorry. I'm
Really?
sorry. I'm
I
sorry.
just said you need to fill the paper. That's
Okay, I'm sorry. You're right.
why'd you do that?
I know I was thinking it, and then it's just
Yeah, I know. It just came out.
it came. I apologize.
That's a Georgia thing.
Yeah. Yes, for sure.
Don't even try to blame. Don't be blaming it on that state. That's all you. Just get those payments in.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye.
Court calls case People versus Jeremiah Sawyer.
Good morning. Assistant Public Defender Lauren Kearney on behalf of Mr. Sawyer. Mr. Sawyer, state your name for the record, please.
Jeremiah Sawyer.
Your Honor, we reviewed the pre-sentence report. Don't have any changes, additions, or deletions. We ask that you adopt the recommendation. Mr. Sawyer's been in custody, I think, for 264 days as of today.
Pardon?
He's been in custody for 264 days as of today.
Does he have an anticipated release date or no?
An ex-jail, well, maybe.
Go to trial in 9 days.
Oh, right, the 21st.
Yeah. Okay. Anything you want to tell me before I impose sentence, sir?
No, sir. I apologize for the door, but I do want to say, I do think that the door was, I think I was the one that, exposed the fragileness of the door. I don't feel like the sole cause of that door breaking. I kicked the door like 4 times. I'm pretty skinny. I don't think I'm that strong, right? But, the door broke open. I take responsibility for it, but it's like they changed all the doors over there after that. So I think I did them a favor and exposed the door
gotta be
there.
kidding me.
Oh,
Are you did a favor? Okay. No, go ahead. You're allowed to say what you want to say.
No, I just feel like
No, go for it.
that the doors was, you feel me? It wasn't me who basically it was gonna happen regardless, and they end up changing all the doors after that. So it's not like I just kicked a brand new door open. These doors are like 70 years old, man. So, you know, y'all.
We're clear. These are doors at the jail.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the hole.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. That's all I'm saying, you know. They charged me $6,000. I feel like that $6,000 they charged me is like me paying for the whole every door in there. Like, you know.
They are thick doors.
So as a citizen of Washington, I should be thanking you? Is that what you're telling me?
I'm not saying
is that no, you telling me I had to be thanking you for exposing something that needed to happen?
I'm just saying, what
so
if
that we did it?
What if a more aggressive person kicked that door open? And they wouldn't know that the door was that weak, right? And then something happened and then somebody got hurt behind.
So you're saving us all.
You never know. God working mysterious ways. That's all I'm saying.
Okay. You're done?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. My turn now. $125 statutory fees. Yeah. Savior of Washington County Jail. You're also going to owe $5,791 restitution to the Washington County Jail payable through the court. I'll order 93 days in jail credit, 93, sir. Thank you.